Hey everybody, Joy here. It's December 3rd, 2025. And the following video was actually made several days before Thanksgiving. I didn't get a chance to get it edited because we had company several times and then we had to get ready for Thanksgiving, and then after Thanksgiving number 1 we had Thanksgiving number 2, and we went to Oklahoma City in our RV, and so life just got in the way. But I made this video for you and I want you to see it. So I'm just going to chop clips out. I did a lot of talking about Thanksgiving and what we were going to do, stuff like that. So I've chopped it all up and I've spliced it back together. And so this is mainly about my new embroidery machine that I call Lady R. It is the Radiance from Baby Lock. And I have mentioned a couple times in the clips that something big is coming, and something big is actually here. It came out December 1. I don't know if it came out just for the dealers or if it's come out for everybody. But if it's not for everybody, it will be really soon, I'm sure. It might be already. I haven't gotten an email saying it, but there's a new update. And it fixes all the issues that I know about. The freezing and I don't know, I guess there was some camera issue. I never did know what that was. And so it's a really, really good update. And we'll be able to put that in, and then we won't have those frustrations anymore. So if you've hesitated buying one because of that, don't. I know, I agree with you. The machine ought to work right when you buy it. I mean, they don't say, well, you just have to pay part of the money now, and when we get all the bugs out, then you can pay the rest. You know, the machine ought to work right, or they shouldn't be selling it yet, in my opinion. But it's a wonderful machine. You will see. You're going to see me using it, and you're going to see how much I love it. And you're going to see that while I'm using it, nothing goes wrong. I don't have any problems with it whatsoever. So the little things that are issues that you may read about out there online or hear somebody tell you about, they are being fixed. I talked to the tech. I said this someplace in this video, so there's going to be duplication. I talked to a tech, and he said that when the Solaris first came out, there were several issues with it, and they had to be corrected with updates. So it's not unusual. I don't know about all the other brands and things. If they come out and there's never a problem, I don't know. But I'm going to tell you, I love mine. So let's just start right here, and you can watch me use it. I finished my hostess gift for my Thanksgiving in Oklahoma City, and now we're having Thanksgiving on the real Thanksgiving Day here in Tulsa at my sister's house. So I had to make her a hostess gift. So I've really been enjoying my new Radiance. And then I made something else. I thought, Christmas is coming pretty soon. So I need to have some kind of a Christmas thing. In fact, I think I'm going to put one of these in each of the hostess gifts. And they're ornaments. And you want to see them? Of course you do. I know that all of you who watch me don't have embroidery machines. All of you who watch me don't quilt. But I think all of you who watch me maybe sew something or the other. So I wanted to show you how cute these turned out. You make these on water soluble stabilizer. I wanted these to be stiff since they're lace and they're going to be an ornament on a tree. I didn't want them to be all droopy. So I used 2 sheets of water-soluble stabilizer. I actually made 4 of them. But I started out using metallic thread for the first one, and it was an absolute disaster. No. What brand was it? I don't know. It wasn't that new brand, King Star, that Becky uses. But it was some brand, and oh, it just broke and broke and broke, and it didn't sew pretty. It was just horrible. So I decided, since these are kind of snowflakey things, just to stick with white. So white on white. But when I soaked them in the water, I didn't soak them very long. I only soaked them until all of the extra part on the outside of the stabilizer had washed away. And so they're stiff. See, they're stiff. They're not droopy. So when you hang them on your tree, then they'll hang down straight. Aren't they cute? I think they're so pretty. Why don't you hold them still, Joy? We can't even tell what they are. So this is a star. It's a star hanging down in a wreath. So I got only one of those because the first one was the red metallic that didn't turn out. Oh, it was a disaster. This one, I guess you would call a snowflake hanging down. So I got two of those. So I've got to put some pretty ribbon hangers on them. I wonder if I have a skinny pretty ribbon I could put in them. Or I do make jewelry, you know. Yes, I do. So I could put some pretty wire. I could make a gold wire decorative looking something or other. I don't know. We shall see. But I just wanted to show you these pretty. Where did I get the pattern? Of course, where do I get all my patterns? Embroiderylibrary.com. And if you'll just search lace designs, I'm pretty sure these will come up. I ordered some more. Yesterday they had a sale. They have sales all the time. Give them your email. They have awesome sales. And so yesterday I ordered a set of four. All their packs were on sale for 75% off, I think it was. And so I bought the pack of 4 Christmas coasters. And they're lace, and they're really pretty. Probably nobody will ever want to use them for a coaster. But they're really pretty. And I didn't get any more pot holders because I really like the pot holder patterns that I've been using. I got another set of 4 coasters that are just for all the time. You know, not Christmas designs. Because I'm still new with my Radiance machine, and guess what? I'm sure you all already know. If you even do any of you have the Radiance? Tell me if any of you have it. They're coming out with a new super duper, supposedly, from what I've read, update in December for the Radiance. So hopefully that will be the end of all the issues people are having. So be patient. I had the tech at Be Sewin tell me a couple days ago that they had problems with the Solaris when it first came out. And they had to do several updates to fix all the issues that came out with it. So, don't give up. It's a wonderful machine. Good Saturday morning, everyone. Can you see me way over here? I've mostly gotten my voice back. I don't know how long it will last. But I've got to find my Christmas quilt. And all my extra quilts are in here. Over there and up here. I don't see it over there. And I don't really see it here either. But I'm going to look. So, let me see. That's all hearts. That's Valentine's. Oh, I think this is a Christmas quilt. I've got to hang it up. This is a nativity. I think my friend Becky sent me this panel years ago. If I remember right, Becky. And I love it. Most nativities I don't like. I never like the way baby Jesus looks. But I love everybody in this one. I've got a hanger on the back of it even. So we're hanging this one up someplace in the house. I can feel my voice going in and out, in and out. What's this one? This one is He is Risen. This one is Christmas trees. I gotta put my Christmas trees up right there. Right there. Does this have a hanger on it? I think it does. Yes. This has a hanger on it, so I'm gonna hang the Christmas trees right there. You need to use your quilts if there's any way, even if you have just, now this is Joy talking, you know, Joy here, my channel. But I feel like If you can't get your quilts off the shelf every once in a while, hang at least one of them up, then why make them? Why make them? You could give them to your family. No, you don't want to give quilts to my family. Jerry's daughter thinks they're ridiculous. I heard her tell his mother one time, I just don't get those quilts she makes. What's this one? I think this is the Christmas quilt. Right here. I think I just found it. See there? They're easy to go through, even though they're all folded up. All right. I didn't fall. I bought myself really sturdy step stools. I really like the stools that have the bar on the top, so when you're on them, you can rest against it or hold it. Sturdy step stools, my friends. It is not safe to fall when you're this old. I guess it's not safe to fall. I guess it's not safe to fall however old you are. All right, let's check this out and see if it's it. Does it have a hanger? You better have a hanger. It does. It does. Yes. Here it is. My Christmas. I forgot what it says, but when I hang it up, I'll see. So, how about that? I have 3 Christmas quilts. Let's hang up the trees. I haven't decorated at all for Christmas until this minute. You're watching it right before your eyes. Look at that. How easy is it to hang a quilt with a hang it dang it? There is nothing easier on the planet. Nothing. Take the bar out. There it is. I always put tape on it so the middle will end up in the middle and the ends will stick up even. And I'll do that with the trees. And we'll put the sewing machines back up there. Let's see how wide. I love this tree quilt. Oh, I spent a lot of time making this. Let's see how wide this is compared to the hanger. Okay, the hanger's a hair short. I don't think it's going to matter though. Let's try it. It's probably a couple inches short. So what you have to know is where you just put down the little clamp. Yeah, here it is. You have to know where the center of your quilt is, and then this hang it dang it bar. They're expensive now. Boy, I wish I'd bought 6 of each size way back when I first found them at that quilt show. They are, everything is so expensive. Okay. Let me see, will that stay straight? Yeah, I think it'll be fine. So you take this little clamp. It has a little loop with a hole in it, and I'm going to put on that nail up there. You just can't get easier than this. This is my favorite way to hang a quilt. All right. Is the nail in the right place? I don't know, and I'm not moving it. How about that? Then I take my steamer. I have a steamer in the bathroom right there. And I'll fill it with water and heat it up. And then I'll steam the folds that are in it from being up there. This one has a fold in it. Right down the middle. From being up there. And the steamer takes them right out. So I need an itty bitty hang it dang it for this. Or, you know, I can always put it up somewhere, hammer a straight pin in here and a straight pin in there, and it'll hold it up until after Christmas real easy. Oh, look at the green. Isn't the green nice? Oh, I love it. Oh, it's crooked now. I made it crooked. I know, I can hear you saying, Joy, it's crooked. How about that? Sometimes it pulls up in the middle with that hang it dang it bar. And if that happens, you can put, I use these itty bitty teeny weeny right here. I'm so glad I have them handy. These don't hurt your wall. They don't hurt your quilt. And they go in with a little hammer. Let me see if I can even show it to you somehow. Let me see if I can put it in there. and show it to you. It's short, short, short. Wonderful, wonderful nails. I think it's focusing. See the head of it? There's no glass ball. It's a teeny tiny, itty bitty flat head. And they're like tacks. And I hammer them right up in the corner of the quilts. If I did that one, I would just pull the corner up a little bit, hammer this in the wall, in the corner of the quilt, inside the binding, and you'd never know. It comes out real easy, leaves the tiniest, tiniest hole in the world in the wall. In fact, when I had my, pardon that my voice is going, when I had my other sewing room in Kingston painted, I had to go around and show the man the little tiny pinholes. I said, there's hundreds of these here, and they all need to be filled up. He's like, hola Isabel, I don't speak English. Oh, whatever. Let's go hang up these other two quilts. Well, I don't know if you're coming with me, but I'm going. So what does one do after one hangs up the Christmas trees and after one steams the wrinkles out of the nativity quilt and gets her husband to help her hang it up downstairs? And if my voice sounds as crazy to you as it sounds to me, maybe it's just my ears, but oh, it's still much better than it was last week. Or should I say, is this a new week? Not yet. Earlier this week. I got to put the sewing machines up still. So I'm so excited to be learning Lady R. You know who Lady R is, right? My Radiance. And I just happen to know that good things are coming for Lady R. So if you have bought a Radiance, anybody out there, don't feel like you've made a mistake. Baby Lock and Brother are going to be super diligent. Is that the word? And trustworthy about getting any jitters, malfunctions fixed. That's what updates are for. And we don't have to pay for updates. Now the upgrades for Lady R, oh my. I may have to ask B. Sewin if I can work there for a couple months if an upgrade comes. I mean, my goodness, what were they, $1,000 for the Solaris? So I've been wandering around upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, downstairs. And I thought, what am I going to wear for Thanksgiving? Does everybody think that? I'm sure I have something already at one house or the other. But I thought, you know, I have Lady R, and I love doing embroidery on it. It is wonderful for embroidery. You know why? It has a bigger, call it a table. It's not that extra table you buy for sewing, that great big huge, it's not that. It's just got a bigger surface already, and then it has another little table that you put on the back of it. And so it makes your hoops stay much more level. You know, some people evidently have problems with their hoops popping open. I've never had one pop open. I tighten them so tight and I push the top thing down through the bottom pretty good. I've never had one pop open, but evidently some people have. But with this, I feel like with this extra surface, it's like, why don't you show us, Joy? You want to see it? Well, I have to show you what I'm going to make for Thanksgiving first. So I went downstairs to see if I had some knit, because it's so much easier to embroider something when it's not a shirt yet. So this is just the front of my Thanksgiving shirt, just the front. It's not cut out right. It's just, you can see here the purple armhole, where the armhole will be. All of this comes off the side, but I just leave it a great big square to start with, because embroidery tends to suck in. Hopefully you've got it stabilized so much it won't suck in very much, but I just love these chickens. They sew out fast. They're not a whole chicken, they're just a part of a chicken. Maybe if I hold it up close you can see. Can you see where the embroidery stitches are? Remember, I put this on a green knit shirt a couple years ago, or maybe it was last summer. Philly and I did it. And I have a green chicken downstairs. So I try to always put them on white or cream now. So I had a whole bunch of this knit. So I've marked the center front, the whole way down center front. I cut the neck because I want to see where the neck's going to be on me and see where I want this chicken. So I actually pinned this to my bra and went in the bathroom and stuck her up here to see where I want to sew her. So that's what I'm going to do. It's going to be my Thanksgiving for my first Thanksgiving. My second Thanksgiving, I'll probably put something more, more unfunny. Let's call it that. Something more serious. You know, be thankful, be grateful, count your blessings, you know, something like that. But for my sister's house, I'm putting this one on. It says, eat, drink, and wear stretchy pants. And I promise you, I'm having a stretchy top and stretchy pants to go with. All right, let me show you what I'm talking about. Hold on. Let me explain about my chicken because I know you're going to ask me. I brought her up in my Designer Plus software. Her colors actually came out pretty decent this time. This is embroiderylibrary.com. Her colors came out great this time. I haven't even had to change them, which is wonderful. And so, I haven't done anything to her. I'm using her the same size, same colors, same everything. I just wanted to print her out. Now remember, Lady R can't print anything out. This is something I hope they can figure out how to tell us to do. I even have their digitizing software called, what's it called? Let me look. It's all on this. Yes, it's called that. Palette. P-A-L-E-T-T-E. That's what it's called. Evidently, it's really pretty good software, but it's very, very different than Designer Plus. So, and I started to learn it. I looked at some classes for a couple hours, and I thought, why am I learning this? All I want to know is if it will print something out from Lady R, and it won't. If it will, I can't make it do it. So, that is to be determined later. So, I bring her up in Designer Plus, and then I print her out, and so you saw her printed out on my shirt, because I want to know where I want to put her. Okay, so over here on Lady R, you can see she is a wider machine than the Solaris. Did you know they sold my Solaris? A lucky, 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 happy lady bought my Solaris. Oh, I'm so happy for her. So do you see how this part here, it comes back, 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 and then here's where it ends, right here. But then they have this extra box back here, this right here, that extra box, see? And so it gives the hoop, you can see it's got room for a much bigger hoop. This thing's gigantic. And that little extra box back there leaves room for the frame to rest on, not the frame, what are they called? Are they called frames? Hoops, hoops, hoops. That extra surface back there gives much more area for the hoop, even the 10 by 10 hoop, and then the great big giant hoop. So I'm loving my Radiance. I know that there's a few little issues, but so far it's only happened to me one time. I'm not going to worry about the print issue because of course I've got my software over there. I haven't even used it as a sewing machine yet, because I'm having too much fun embroidering with it. My very, very favorite hoop of all the hoops I have is this 10 by 10 magnetic hoop. But guess what I learned? I'm always, always learning something new. You're supposed to keep something. You can see I just took it out of the closet off the wall, and it's got this in it. A man on some YouTube video, embroidery type YouTube video, said you're not supposed to put the magnets directly against the hoop when you're storing it. Who knew that? You know, I think Becky knew it. I think she actually had those squishy bubbles. I thought, I wish I had some of those squishy bubbles. The only thing is, all the bubbles would already be squished. So this is going in 10 by 10. You can see there's plenty of room. I'm going to put 2 layers of cutaway. I'm going to put 2 layers of water-soluble cutaway on the back because this is a knit. And I don't know if I'll put anything on the top or not. Time will tell. Speaking of which, I better get busy. Here's another real important reason that I like to be able to print. My thread's downstairs. I'm going to sew this on Lady R up here, upstairs. And I don't want to write down all those colors, you know, from the online version of this. I'm taking this with me so I can pick all my colors and bring them up here. I need to be able to print these. I'm just saying. So just in case you never embroidered anything before, and you're wondering if it's hard or it's easy to hoop it, oh my ears, I'll be so glad when my ears get unstuffed. I sound terrible to myself. When you have a big hoop, you need tall stabilizer. This is called a stabilizer. It goes on the back of your fabric to stabilize it. It must be bigger than your hoop. Since I'm using a 10 by 10 hoop, it might be a 10 and something or something. Let me see, do I have it marked? I thought I labeled all my hoops, but I don't see a label. Yeah, 10 by 10 exactly. I use my labeler, and I label all of mine because the labels they put on them you cannot see. They are terrible. All right, so don't cut this with your garment underneath. This particular stabilizer is called Aqua Mesh. It is a woven stabilizer. It's a cutaway / wash away. So you cut away everything you can, and the rest of it comes off with water. This particular brand is OESD. Carefully trim away the excess. Rinse away any remaining under warm running water. Okay? That way you don't have the stabilizer on the back itching you. You might have the thread itching you. If I can not cough, I'll show you how to do this. Do you watch that cooking lady? She is the funnest lady. Cut 2 of them. Why? Because I don't want any stretching or puckering. So, the better you stabilize it, the better it will be. Now, I don't know if this is sticky on one side. I don't think so. Can I just do this with my hands? Okay. So I can talk. So figure out where you need your hoop to be. Where do I want my hoop to hoop at? Oh, and I don't want it on the hem. I love this hoop. Love it. It's expensive. Try $900. Ugh. But you know, the thing about these sewing things, embroidery things, most of them you only have to buy one time. Okay, so that goes there. Where's my chicken? Oh, I've got my chicken on the door. Come here, Henrietta. That's not her name. I think her name is Betty. Okay, now see, this is why you have to have her. I'm fixing to hoop this here. The chicken goes like that. So half my chicken's going to be outside the hoop. So sometimes you have to hoop the holy part. See the neckline? Yeah, you have to hoop the chicken as close to center as you can get it. Now he's not 10 by 10, or she's not, So that's not going to matter too much. I'm going to hoop both layers of this because with these magnets, I don't think that's going to be a problem. You have to fiddle, 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 fiddle. Turn some music on. It's a whole lot more fun if you have some music. And if I wasn't talking to you, I'd have some. I like 50s music because it's very danceable. There, see? So that's how it has to be hooped. So part of this open neckline is going to be not covered by the hoop. Okay? All right? So that's the way it has to go. Now, you can't hoop it like this. That's not going to do anything. The shirt and the stabilizer have to be on top of this. And the handlebar that goes into the machine has to be on the left. So, I am going to slide this down in here where it needs to go. I'm going to pull this down here so you can see it. I'm going to put that there. Now see, I can't see the hoop very good, but I know it's there. So I'm going to take my chicken and I'm going to put her where she goes. Right there is where she goes. So make sure she's centered up and down and centered. It doesn't have to be exact because she's not 10 inches wide or 10 inches tall, okay? But get her close. And then take your magnets and start magnetizing her. You have to do magnet duty. And your scissors and your rotary blades and everything will stick to these silly magnets. Oh, they will. Now, because this is a baby lock, I don't know about your brand, but I know about my brand. You know that my brand has a snowman. So this does not have to be in here straight. The only thing that has to be straight is my snowman. So if she's crooked this way or this way, it's not going to matter. She's still going to sew dead center. Love that about this machine. All right. Now, what way do the arrows go? They don't go clear off the side, Joy. There. The arrows point in. Yes. Oh, how nice. How nice. Do I have plenty of stabilizer? I think I do. Make sure your stabilizer is hooped. Hooped, hooped, hooped. Yes. Just check, 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 and recheck. Like 200 times at least. Oh. Ah. This one's backwards. Let's slide it. Now you don't want to stretch the knit when you're putting this in here. You want it to be flat and smooth, but you do not want to stretch it. And since I can't see the hoop, mine aren't go feel the hoop. Feel your way. Who remembers what movie that's from? Feel your way. And fix it. Yes, do not hoop your scissors or a rubber band. Yes, we have to have good sense. In between these magnets, it's wanting to fold, and I don't want it to do that, so I'm going to keep on hooping them until it doesn't. There. No wrinkles. I don't like any wrinkles. 2, 4, they're all here. One more. One more. Now don't wrinkle. There we go. Look at that. Strong, strong hold. So there's the back. Now I've got more stabilizer over here than I do here, but that's okay because I don't want it in the way of my bar that I'm going to hook it onto Lady R with. All right, so now we have to take her off. And we have to get the snowman. Your snowmen do wear out. So if your snowman's melted, get a new snowman. Now I'm going to line this up exactly straight with the shirt. with the shirt. I just love this guy. I suppose he has a real name, like a positioning marker or something, but, you know, that's boring. There you go. So there's my snowman. There he is. Here's what I'm going to put in there. In Lady R, I'm going to have the embroidery machine find this snowman. And the embroidery machine is going to line it up north and south and east and west and center. Amazing. Here we are at Lady R, known officially as a Radiance by Baby Lock, their newest embroidery machine. Put your hoop in. Get your stuff out of the way. You need to make sure you have the right needle in your machine. Embroidery needle, 7511. That's what I have in it. And that'll work just fine. I don't know that it's a knit needle, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, you see the snowman? Let's come over here to embroidery. I've got my flash drive in over here. You take it out. Here it is. I got it out of my computer over there. I put the design on this. Now I'm plugging this into here. Can you do that wirelessly? Yes, but why bother? I just do it the old-fashioned way because I'm old. Okay. It hasn't even found the design that I want to make yet. So I can use my mouse. I have an extra table over here. Let me get out of my way. I have an extra table over here because you never have enough room for your stuff, you know. So you come to the pocket. The pocket is what Baby Lock calls your storage area. So I'm going to come in here to this little lightning bolt, because the lightning bolt means this flash drive over here. And then inside this flash drive, Baby Lock creates a file called B Pocket. And that means Baby Lock Pocket. So open that up. Now I have to find my chicken. So let's open up the chicken. There he is, all ready to sew out. Now he is 7.8 inches by 5.69 inches, and it shows he's going to sew out on the 10 by 10 hoop. That is just wonderful. I am so happy. So let's find out where we want it to center it. And my luck, it'll probably tell me I have to move it because it's too big. Let's hope not. If it says that, then you have to re-hoop it or move your snowman. But I don't want my design anywhere but there. Set. Now, you can edit it, or you can move it up or down or sideways or around or whatever. But I don't need to do any of that. All I need to do is embroider it. So I hit embroidery. Now, if you go to layout, it shows the very first thing that it's going to sew. It's going to sew her, what are those things called? I wanted to say testicles. I don't think that's right. What are those things called? I have no clue. Let me look at the directions and see what it's called. Oh, it's called a comb. I beg your pardon, Mrs. Chicken. I'm terribly sorry. All right, let's go to the layout. Now, do you see right here this snowman? Look, he's right there. See him? Click on the snowman. It says OK to revert to original position or angle. I never changed it, but tell it OK, it can do it. Now, you come here, and you see there's my design, and there's my chicken. And so I'm going to tell it to scan, and it's going to find out where I put that chicken. The carriage will move. I've got this lady talking on it. She drives me nuts. I've got to stop her from talking. Now look at this. Look. Remove the embroidery mark. That's what you want. You want it to remove the embroidery mark because it found the snowman's belly. Yay! Isn't that awesome? This is my favorite thing. about these embroidery machines. Because you don't have to hoop it straight. If anybody told you you did, they told you wrong. On this machine, okay? I don't know about any others. This is the Radiance by Babylock. Remove the embroidery mark. Okay, I did. Okay, so this is ready to sew. I'm going to hit return, and it's going to go back to her comb, the very first thing on embroidery. There it is. There's her comb again. So now I need to find the color. I have turquoise thread in here, and it doesn't want me to sew with turquoise thread. Now here's the next thing. Embroidery Library and whoever else you get your designs from probably don't show you Isacord thread colors. Embroidery Library shows you Madeira colors. I have worked with Madeira colors, and I've done so many chickens. I just took these in here and I just held my spool up, and if it looked like it matched, I picked it. Okay? So I have my box of colors to sew this lady out in. All right? So you have to have scissors. Have your scissors. You know you always cut it at the top and pull it out the needle. That's a rule. That's a rule. So whatever I sewed last, I sewed with turquoise thread. And I've completely forgotten what I sewed. Oh, no, I didn't forget. It was the pot holders for my sister for her hostess gift. All right, what's color number 1? I have a needle. Do I have bobbin thread? I don't know because I forgot to check, but I think I do. The first color is kind of a pinky red to do her comb. Wonder why it's called a comb. You'll learn how to thread whatever machine you get, of course. This one threads the needle itself. See, threads the needle, put the foot down, tell it to thread the needle, and bam, threaded needle. Love that too. Love that too. All right, should we start? Should we start sewing? I think we should. Let's go. All right, there goes her comb. Now, yes, I still have to sew this blouse together, but this is a dolman sleeve top, and you sew it together at the shoulders and the side seams. That's it. Everything else is a hem. Shoulders and side seams. If it's too big, take it in on the sides. That simple. Okay, so there's her comb. Her comb's a little darker than usual, but I don't care. She's one of those fancy French chickens. Do you watch that French lady? I was going to tell you about the sewing lady. I don't know what her name is, but she's the nicest lady, and she has like 1 million or more viewers, subscribers. And she wears a shirt, and the back of her shirt, she always wears a black shirt, and the back of her shirt is embroidered. And it says, "Follow me and I'll show you how." So she always says, "If you want me to show you how to do this, follow me and I'll show you how." And then she turns around and she walks away, and you can see the back of her shirt. I love her. And now I started watching this other lady. Her name is, I think her name is Anne-Marie Lacour or something like that. It's French, so of course I can't say it. She is super fun. She's my personality. Not that I'm super fun, but she reminds me of my personality. I mean, she does crazy things, like she'll just start dancing in the middle of a video. So, I like her a lot. And she's a fashion lady. I mean, a real one in real life. She's a fashion lady. And she tells people how not to dress frumpy, especially old, chubby people like me. And I like to watch her. It took me a long time to even understand what she was saying. But she lives in France, and her house is just so unusual. It's amazing. It's like you're watching a movie of some kind with an old castle or something in it. It's really fancy. She has like horses, and she has chickens and some goats. Yeah, she has some goats.
Please thread the machine with the next thread color.
Okay, so I'm going to take this color out. And I'm not sure that this next color is dark enough to really show a difference. I am not sure. You know what? I think I might have to go downstairs and get a darker color. So I have to go now. Notice that this chicken isn't really a chicken at all until this stitches out the black outlines. The fills inside the black outlines are really very thin. And I like that because it doesn't take forever to sew this girl out. It's sewing the plate right now.
Finish stitching.
And now I'm going to change the thread to a darker thread, and we're going to do the shading
0.
on the plate and the fork.
1.
You want to watch that?
1.
Well, I'll try to show you.
Dark gray.
If I don't shut her up pretty soon. There's a place in here you can shut her up. Let me move you down. You don't need to be clear up here. That's not much darker of a gray. Let's hope it shows up. Everything will be outlined in black anyway, so let's see how this looks for a fork and a plate. Yeah, that's good shading. Every little piece, the little pumpkin pie and the little plate and the little fork and her little beak and her little glasses, everything just sews out almost less than a minute. This whole thing sews out in 16. No, not 16. I'm in color 10 of 16. This whole thing takes 34 minutes. Next is coconut cream, and it's going to sew the chicken now. Yay! So there's a light part for the chicken, and there's a darker part for the chicken. So we're going to start out with this. I don't know if that's coconut cream or not, but that's what I'm calling it. Because, you know, my colors are Isacord. The colors that this lady's calling out, I have no idea in the world what color she's talking about. None. But I'm using Isacord. Why do I use Isacord? It doesn't fade and it doesn't shrink. And it doesn't split and it doesn't break. And I just like Isacord. Plus, I have it in every single color. Alright. Now we're going to do some sewing. We're going to sew out this chicken. So this will probably take, I don't know, it doesn't tell you how long it's going to take. But I've only sewn 8 minutes so far, and it's a total of 34, so I'll bet this is going to take a while. Don't you just hate my voice? Boy, I do. Oh, my sister said, are you and Jerry coming to church tomorrow? Oh, maybe I should sit across another pew or something. So I'd sure hate for her and John to get this. Look at this here chicken. Is that a boring chicken or what? That's it. That's all it shows out. It's amazing how well these chickens turn out when you see how little they actually have in fills. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to change the bobbin, and I had a nice new bobbin in here. So I'm changing the bobbin to black because it'll just make the black on top look so much better. Be careful when you're handling the hoop that you don't pop it apart. If you pop it apart, you better go downstairs and pour a glass of wine and go get in your bed and cry. Because that's what I would do. Not really, but it would be bad. It would be bad. What I love about these magnets, this thing does not pop apart. Alright, let's get the white thread out from sewing the chicken. And let's put the black thread in. It will thread the machine for me. Okay, you ready to watch it? Make this thing come alive. I'll have to, I think what I'll do is I'll film it and then I'll make it fast forward so y'all can watch it real fast. Okay, we're putting my necklace on. Aren't you designer? Yes, aren't you designer?
Finish stitching. Please thread the machine with the next thread color. 0, 1.
Well, you gotta have an end. So, here it is. I'll be back soon.